This here. Now, for your underlying energy, y'all, you guys have the Seven of Wands. And I know I'm holding this backwards here, but I'll read in reversal. So, the underlying energies, y'all being defensive. And this is standing your ground in regards to certain things that, you have, a lot of pride in, confidence. I feel like as well, this is really standing behind what you believe and what you put your heart and soul into, right? Standing your ground and, defending yourself, defending what you love, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of defensive energy going on, and it's clarifying this is the Queen of Swords. For a lot of you guys, this is because you guys are dealing maybe with an air sign, and Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Some of y'all could be defensive because somebody's like bringing up their truth and putting their truth down, and maybe you guys are very serious about your kind of truth, so that's why the Queen of Swords would come up. But you guys would come up as like the king or something like that, since you guys are fixed signs. I feel like for some of you guys, it's because somebody's in your life and you feel a bit defensive about how they kind of approach you, or this is about you are very defensive about them because you feel some sort of way about them. It could be that you love them, of course. Let me look a little deeper. Eight of Cups. Okay, there's something you're not emotionally satisfied with, and I think it has a lot to do with something in regards to this, Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and I feel like you're a little bit defensive about it. But we're gonna get back to that for just a second here. Let's go ahead and move on to the rest of your reading. Y'all have the Ace of Swords, so this is a really good card in a sense, right? You guys are starting a brand new way of thinking. You guys are going about this new journey with new intentions. Y'all are starting this whole journey with possibly even a new way of communicating, because the Queen of Swords, she's good at communicating. She also has, again, a good, she's got her own truth and she sticks with it. But she is very helpful in a sense. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, maybe this is all about maybe people that you're helping, someone that you love that you're helping, and you want them to be honest with you, but you're not really sure if they are. So you're kind of on the fence about that for a lot of you guys. But this is coming into a situation with truth, with victory, and beginning something with a lot of air quality, pretty much like thoughts, logic, approaching a new situation with a new sort of view. Now, where you guys want to be, you guys have justice here as your goal. So you guys want things to be balanced out. You guys want things to kind of to correct itself, okay? Karmic scales to be just balanced out. I feel like, yes, this is a good thing that you guys have this new perspective and all that, but when it gets to this, to justice, I feel like there is something that's not really working right now, and it needs to be balanced out. I think you guys want things to just be, they can even keel at this time because something isn't. Maybe you guys will even want an apology right now. I think you guys have gotten the truth of something, and that truth may be very, it could be even difficult to even hear. It got you to where you need to be, obviously. So like maybe the truth led you to a new perspective in regards to your relationship, which is why you guys are defensive. And now your goal is either to gain an apology or to apologize to someone, or to get some karmic scale balance back, right? Because there's something off. But the reason why you're not able to get justice right now is because you have the Nine of Swords. There's a lot of stress going on. There's a lack of sleep, and I feel like your thoughts and your doubts and everything like that are clouding your judgment at this time. It's like, it's really hard to be able to make moves or do anything when you're kind of focusing on what could go wrong, what your fears are, and what's happening that's not really working out, that's causing you a lot of, just draining you, just completely draining you. So I feel like the stress is what's getting to you guys right now. I think you guys are really stressed out. You guys got some good stuff going on. Things could be it could be better as always, but I feel like the stress is what's getting to you guys, and it's not easy to kind of be able to get to this justice card where things can be balanced and faired out, and just kind of, corrected when you have a lot of stress going on because of some truth that may have been revealed to you guys. Now, the reason why y'all are stressed here is because you have the Page of Pentacles. Maybe you guys were offered something to someone that you felt was very stable and very, very honest, right? I feel like you really believe that this was an offer of commitment here, okay? Something that someone wanted to build together, some sort of offer that would lead you guys to a place of the Ten of Pentacles, right? That's an awesome ending here. So I feel like with this card, the Page of Pentacles, I feel like with the stress here, I mean, I feel like you are trying to get to a place where you can be, you could be more stable, but there's a lot of tedious work that you got to do. There's a lot of little tiny jobs that you have to do. And it's probably just not, it's so much, honestly, it's causing you a lot of stress, and it's not able to, get you to where you want to be. But it can be, right? So, either it's an offer, or this is some work that was offered to you guys, and you're having to do some small tedious stuff to get to where you need to be. In your best path to follow here, you guys have the Ten of Pentacles. So your situation is saying it's time to commit to it. I feel like right now, yes, there's a little bit of defensive energy. You're not sure if you want to fully put your heart and soul into it. You commit to it, but I feel like right now the best thing for you to do, Taurus, is to commit to what you want to do. Page of Pentacles is committing to either small work or an offer that someone gave you that can lead you to stability, support, and security. But you have to fully commit to this, because this card, the Ten of Pentacles, is about commitment. So for a lot of y'all, you might have to just kind of like find what it is that you're doing and in yourself, and see if that's worth committing to. If you can't commit to it, then it might be time for you to kind of reevaluate what's going on, especially with this Ace of Swords here. This new perspective can be used in any way, shape, or form to help you out, right? So if you ain't feeling this, the situation, then maybe it's talking about reevaluating your foundation. What can you commit to? What is the situation that you feel so committed to, and can you commit to it? And I feel like you are in this relation, or not maybe not in a relationship with someone, but you feel very protective of someone, I feel like. But you don't have that label. You don't have that label of being in a connection yet, or being in a relationship. For a lot of you guys, I feel like honestly, either that is the case, right? That you feel protective of someone, but you're not in a relationship, so you can't really give them that dynamic of a relationship yet. Or there is somebody that you do feel protective of, or you're defending yourself against them because you've gotten some truth recently and you want some fairness back. You want it corrected. Okay. Now you're in your feelings. Y'all have the Six of Pentacles, so y'all do feel balanced right now. So I feel like, honestly, like you guys have a good give and take, or you guys feel like you are balanced in yourselves, which is a good sign. But maybe your external energy, or people that the energy around you, it's not really balancing that out. Nothing's really balanced out. Nothing's really fair. So right now within yourself, I feel like you do feel pretty grounded. You do feel like there is a good give and take within yourself. You're giving yourself time and space to do what you need to do, as well as getting whatever you need done. That's what the Page of Pentacles is in right there, and I think that's probably why you're stressed out. It's just some work that you have to do that's just tedious and boring, but it stresses you out. So for your hopes and fears, y'all have the Knight of Swords. So y'all could be dealing with a Gemini, like I was saying earlier, or a Libra Aquarius. But I feel like you don't want things to kind of go too fast. Actually, no, I take that back. You got a lot of slow energy here. I think you do honestly want to pick things up. I think things are just kind of dragged on too long, and I think you're ready to kind of move the hell on with it, to be absolutely honest with you. I think the situation is so kind of like, oh my God, drudged out. Like, you really want to get things moving, move it forward, and kind of make make the right step in the right direction, but you also just kind of want to just get the hell on. Page of Pentacles is a very slow energy, so you don't really want to stay in that energy for too long. And Taurus, usually you guys don't really want things to move very fast. Usually you guys like to take things very slowly, but I'm getting the sense that your hopes and fears is that things will not progress in a way that's in a timely fashion. I think honestly your fear may be that things will just continue to drag on, be very slow. And for some of you guys, that may be it, right? That you guys want things to kind of actually take its time and move very slowly, and gather your bearings, and ground your feet a little bit for some of you. But I'm getting the sense that you just kind of want things to move the heck on. Like, let's go, let's get things going, let's keep moving. But for your outcome, you guys have death. So it's releasing now. Releasing is your outcome in this direction that you're headed. And I feel like releasing what? There's so many things that you could possibly be releasing at this time, guys. And just considering this is a general reading, I can't really get into what it is that you may release. But it's something that's blocking you from being able to manifest more, from being able to prosper in a way that you truly want to. I think it's some old ways of feeling or thinking, or something that you're holding in place in your heart that's not, that's keeping you from being able to manifest your dreams and stuff. So yes, you want karmic correction, but at the outcome, you have this, death that's saying, well, yeah, okay, you want this, but in order to get this, you may have to release something. Let it go. And something that is that's been dead already. That's one of the things about death that I've recognized, is that when death comes up, it's because something was already gone, but you're just holding on to it anyway. And it's not like it's a bad thing, because we as humans, we do that all the time, right? Something that may be gone, maybe, done, kaput, but we still have a connection with it. We still have something that keeps us attached to things. And it's hard to let go of something that we really put our heart and soul into, and even something that really meant something to us. But when death comes up, and to me, it always comes up, and it really resonates to me that the situation was kind of already gone anyway, and it just needs to be finally released and let go, so that way space can be made for the good things that can come in. Okay. All right, Taurus. That's an interesting reading that you guys got going on here. Let's go ahead and pull you guys some romance angels. Okay, and your romance angels for this week is make the effort. Ooh. And this says, great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. Okay. All right. Okay. Very straightforward with that one. All right, and then we're going to go ahead and pull you guys a Wisdom of the Oracle card for this week as well. To tie that into the rest of your reading, I really feel like that applies to the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. But the Page of Pentacles is a past energy, so I feel like you're stressing out because of something that you've committed to in the past, but it means something serious for you. It's very serious. It's getting out of your own head and doing what you feel like you need to do to get the balance. That's why the make the effort is there. I feel like you have this new perspective, these new ideas, these new ways of kind of getting what you want. But at the same time, there's a bit of apprehension because it's talking about releasing what it is that's keeping the space in the first place. So you're defensive about this Queen of Swords, someone that you may have loved in the past, right? This ex that you want back. But I feel like in order for you to gain something new, to have more love in your life, this person, you may need to rethink how you can get them back, but not in a way that that it keeps space in from, things coming in new. I feel like for a lot of you guys, if you are defensive about this Queen of Swords here, like I said, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, is it keeping space from you manifesting real love? And if it is it worth it? Because there's nothing that you're doing wrong. There's nothing wrong with what you're doing. But if you want some new love, if you want fairness, if you want things to balance itself out, you want an apology, or you want to apologize to somebody, you may need to actually do that. Maybe that's the release that you need to do. But if this is trying to get back with them and they're an ex and they don't want to get back together, then is this space that you're holding out for them, is it worth it? Because you're not letting anything else in. That's a hard decision, y'all. Ooh. Wow. All right, so you guys have deep knowing. Oof. Wow. So deep knowing is all about trusting your intuition, but ultimately, like, there's like a deep down hidden knowledge that we all have, like a certain inkling or like a tingling feeling, kind of letting us know that we were thinking the right thing, kind of. But deep knowing is about, you know, following your intuition and allowing your instincts to kind of guide you right now. And if you're getting the feeling like, okay, the situation is playing itself out in a way that you may not want it to, maybe it's time to release something. I feel like everything's leading to death, but why? Follow your intuition, guys. Allow yourself to kind of go through the motions and go down those rabbit holes, right? Let yourself just kind of figure out what this situation is meaning for you. Okay? Because, you know, whatever truth came out, whatever situation, whatever truth or new perspective that you have gained around this time, it's you want balance out of this. So So if the stress is what's keeping you from getting the balance, then it's all about what is stressing you out, what thoughts are keeping you, or, you know, from being able to get this justice. What's keeping you from getting justice?